Many at times, individuals find themselves in a situation that are beyond their control. In some of this situation, most of them are lost to themselves and are not able to tell what the next step should be. Have you been in such a situation before? What really was the cause of the situation? And what was the way out? Could it be a depression? This and many more are our discussion today as I bring you the right guest to help us comprehend depression, its cause, and the way out. This is Campus Blist on SAT TV. My name is Maxwell Pokudakwa. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers. Right here with me in the studio here, I have a perfect gentleman and a gorgeous lady. I have Mr. James Ejane, popularly known as J, from the Political Science Department of the University of Education, Winneba. I also have on the right hand side, I have a gorgeous lady who happens to be the SLC General Secretary and also a member of the Campus Blist crew. Today she happens to be a guest and I'm humbly to introduce her, Miss Sandra Opokua. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Depression. So what actually is depression? Let me start from my perfect gentleman here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. When we talk about depression, I did a lot of research about that. Way back. I've been a victim of that though, but
Wow.
And I did the research myself. Nobody asked me to. I just wanted to know how it feels like because I was going through a lot. And when I did my research, what I studied was that when we talk about depression, it's a serious medical illness that negatively affects people in a way that they cannot even do anything in their life. Their life comes to a standstill. Like you are left in the middle of the road, don't know where to turn, whether left or right. Like you can't even think. So I will come to a conclusion by saying that it's a brain disorder.
Wow, it's a
The
brain disorder.
Function normal as it used to be. So
Wow.
that is the idea.
And you made mention that it's a serious illness, right?
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
serious
then let me move to my perfect and a gorgeous lady who happens to be the SLC General Secretary. So what actually is depression? I really love the smile.
Depression.
Yes, please.
To my understanding and what I've been through before, depression is a mood disorder. A mood disorder that causes persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. It can even interfere in your daily activities, like how you go about things. Depression can interfere in a whole lot of things that you do as an individual. And just as my brother was saying, it's illness that needs much attention because people are going through a lot. I've been through such before. That is why I'm saying that.
Wow. Viewers, you see, this is getting very interesting. Most of my guests have been through depression before, and I really love this interaction. Don't forget, this program is probably sponsored by the People's Lifestyle clothing brand. These people, in fact, when you see me, my outfit, in fact, perfect African man. And all this is from the People's Lifestyle clothing brand. You can contact them on 0266 812910. Okay, now, before then, how would I know that somebody is depressed? A perfect and a gorgeous lady here. How would I know that somebody is depressed? How would I know? Is it observable? How would I know?
Yes, if only the person will come out for you to see him or her, you will get to know that this person is depressed. Just as I was saying, I've been through depression before, so let me use myself as an example.
Okay.
Everybody knows Sandra. I'm the type that I easily smile. You see me, then I'll be laughing without having any reason. I'll be laughing for no reason. So the moment you see me, you talk to me, I'll not mind you. Like you can see, this girl is not okay. But if the person does not come out, like my situation, I locked myself up in a room. So if I don't come out, you not get to know that this person is depressed. You can only get to know someone is depressed when the person come out, like he or she is depressed, but then he's trying to go about his daily routines. Then you get to know that the person has deviated from the normal way of doing things, they get to know that, oh, this person is going through depression.
Okay. So Mr. J, that's James J. So how would you also get to know that somebody is depressed?
I mean, we all have friends all around us, and sometimes you go to visit a friend. You know how he reacts, everything about him, because he has been a friend for a long time.
Okay.
You will start having a conversation, and you will see like he's moody.
Wow.
Like he doesn't feel like he's not concentrating. I mean, everything that you are talking about is not moving out as planned as it's supposed to be. So when it happens like that, it will test you to ask him, like, as in, what's going on in your life and a whole lot. The person will not like to explain things unless you push him further for him to explain things. Those people, they are always quiet, having sleepless nights. A whole lot of things keeps on happening to them. Like I said, I've been a victim, so I know what I'm saying. And it's easy to, know the kind of people. When someone is going through some things like that, it's easy to, know that this kind of person is different from someone being normal. So someone being depression is easy to identify because they always look down upon themselves. They always lock themselves in a room. They don't communicate as it's supposed to be. So that's something I know.
Then this question also comes in. Is depression and sadness the same? Let me start from you. Yeah.
Depression and sadness are not the same, but I would say they move together. When we talk, in depression, it's a persistent, and also it happens about maybe 2 weeks. It's a prolonged thing. Okay, it goes on 2 weeks. It will be going on. But let me say this: when it comes to sadness, a loved one can die.
Okay.
Someone can be in a sick bed. You can go and visit. You'll be going through a whole lot. You will feel bad that the person is going through, but that will not compare you to commit suicide. Lock yourself in a room, having sleepless nights. You'll be thinking about the person, all right, but you will not go a long way to see yourself as a worthless person. But in depression, Charlie, like I said, it's a global pandemic people are not looking forward to hearing so. Besides, it's killing a lot of people. Okay. Like seriously. Yeah.
Okay. Then back to Big Sandra. Is depression and sadness the same?
No, depression and sadness are not the same.
They are not the same.
Or even if I would have to relate sadness to depression, then I would say depression is an upgraded form of sadness.
Wow.
Because I can be sad this moment, the next moment I'm happy. But depression, just as my brother was saying, you can be depressed, and if you don't get people to console you, if you don't get people to talk to, you can be depressed for a month, years. But sadness, someone will just, okay, my phone has got missing. I'll be sad. The next moment I've gotten my phone, so sadness, the sadness is going to get it. So I would say sadness, depression is the upgraded form of sadness. But if I should compare the two, then depression and sadness are not the same.
Okay. So this discussion is becoming, in fact, very interesting. Discussing about depression, how students, in fact, they are being depressed. The way forward, is depression the same as sadness? My guests have made it clear to her that no. But before then, don't forget, this program too is probably sponsored by Cassidy Image and IT Solutions. Don't forget, do you have any problem in ICT? Oh, flyer, design of flyers, photo shoot for an agenda? Don't worry, look no further than to contact Cassidy Image. Contact them on 055 10 I want to repeat this again. 055 10 Now back to my guest again. What effect, as a student, what effect does depression has on academics? Let me start from my beautiful lady here.
Effects of depression.
Yes.
On
academics as well.
Well, if you are depressed, you can't think straight. You can't. So imagine you're a student and you can't even think about anything because you are depressed. It would have a whole lot of effects on your academics. And as students, if you are depressed, no, it will not help you at all. Because even if you try to manage that, you go to class, you'll be in the classroom, but then you are not concentrating. Your body is in the class, but then your mind and your spirit is somewhere else.
Okay. So this will even be interested to know, because your mind will not be able to focus to study. Then so therefore, I would like to take this from here. What causes depression? what really cause depression? Because if I'm depressed, I'll not be able to concentrate in my academics, my books. I'll not be able to read it. Then what cause depression?
A lot of things cause depression. Like, let me say that, when you are being dismissed at work,
Okay.
it can also cause depression. When you think like the whole world is coming to an end, that is the only thing, that is the only survivor you are living with, and all of a sudden you're being sacked from work. It can also cause depression. One thing that is having a lot of impact on students nowadays, the teenagers, is this relationships going on. People used to say heartbreaking. It has been on the lips of many. But
Okay.
to be frank, it's killing people. It's killing people. Through those kind of, broken heart, people commit suicide. Yeah, you will not even know. The person will not die with pride. He is dead. Nobody will know exactly what is happening to the person. Through this broken heart and a whole lot of things, it also causes, depression. Yeah.
Okay, I really love. Viewers, we talked about depression, what actually means by depression. We got to know the causes of depression and then the way out. But I would like to ask, if somebody is depressed, what are the advice? Let me start from you, my perfect gentleman here.
Depression, it's a subject on its own, but
Okay.
sometimes I feel like when you are depressed, you learn a lot out of it. I think it's part of life.
It's part of life.
It's part of life.
So it means,
I would say
so
that.
are you, okay, you say,
I would
so
say
are you actually, do you mean that each and every individual must
A lot of people go through
undergo depression?
traumas in life.
Okay.
People have their own problems. You will not know depression is coming to you. Nobody know the problem. Nobody know the future. You will be moving on. Life is full of unexpected things.
Okay.
It is blended. You'll be enjoying the sweetness, the sadness, everything. All this shapes you to become a responsible person. You learn a lot out of it. It makes you stronger. So when you are depressed, I know you'll be going through a lot of things.
Okay.
But when you come out of that depression, you learn a lot out of it. So when you are depressed, don't feel like the whole world is coming to an end. Like your life is not worth with a whole lot. Just come out. Mingle, socialize, go to places that will put a smile on your face, that will take your mind off these kind of things.
Okay.
Because who knows, locking yourself in the room, what is even going to happen to you? Nobody knows. You committing suicide and a whole lot of things. Maybe that thing was meant to happen for you to get things out of it, to shape your life and move on.
Okay.
But the moment you lock yourself in there, a lot of things will come inside your mind, feeling guilty for everything that has happened to you. Meanwhile, it's not even you. You go a long way of abusing yourself through drugs, committing suicide, dying. But when it happens like that, Charlie, go to friends.
Okay.
Talk to them. Okay, just enjoy the games and everything. We guys,
Okay, Mr. James, I'll come back to you. Let me go back to Big Sandra. Big Sandra, what are the way out? Because you two have experienced that before. So what are the way out? What should a person do when he or she is depressed?
I would like to say this.
Okay.
Depression and everything that we are discussing here boils down to socialization. That's social life. So we have colleagues. So live with our colleagues out there. You have a friend, and for like 2-3 weeks you've not heard from him or her. Try to check up on the person. And sometimes too, we be going through something. It's not our fault. This thing I feel like telling this person, but looking at the reaction, you are serious telling someone your problem, and the person will be laughing at you. So for me to come and explain my problems to you, and you will not do anything to help me than to laugh, then I will lock myself up in a room. Maybe I can console myself or something, but that is not the best. I would say that the person who is depressed, it will be very hard for him or her to come out to socialize. That is why I was saying that if you have a friend, you have a colleague, like at least every 4 or 5 days you have to check up on the person to know what is actually going on in his or her life. And to those who get depressed, if you are depressed, like that is not the end. Just as my brother was saying, that is not the end of everything. You be thinking about a whole lot of things. Why did I even do this? Why didn't I do this? So what will happen to me if I do this? A whole lot of things will be running through your mind. But then try to put yourself together. Get out, just as you're saying, get out of your room. Even if you don't want to talk to anyone, just be walking on the streets. At least you get someone you'll be going, then someone will come and tap on your shoulder, then start a conversation with you. It would take your mind back home and you get to reason, like you come back to your senses. Okay. It's not good for you to lock yourself up in a room when you are depressed. Okay. It can cause
okay. It can cause how much interest? I want that word to come.
Some people end up killing themselves.
Right. Wow.
Suicide in the room.
Viewers, still this Campus Blist on SAC TV, discussing on the topic depression. How I wish this will continue many times, many hours, many days. But as there's an adage in account which says agronomy yedeno na the genuine class for it, we have to just cut things short, make things clear to you. But before then, don't forget this program is probably sponsored by the People's Lifestyle Clothing brand. You can contact the deals in t-shirts, caps, etc. So as you can see, this African print is branded by them, and in fact I can see I'm feeling excellent. So we also have Cassidy Image and then IT Solutions. They deal in social media management, t-shirt printing, graphic design, logo design, videographer, and then photographer. You can contact them on 055 1093 683. But before I'll leave my guests to go, I'm very happy if I'll hear your final word. You have somebody to say shout out to, and then you let us know your social media and so that we'll be able to follow you.
Okay, for me, family is very important to me. Okay. Family first in everything that I do. So shout out to my family back in the house, especially my dad being the mastermind behind me all this time. I'm greeting him and all my siblings at home. And I got friends at the hostel too as well. So Danny, Ima, a whole lot. I mean, I hope you people are listening to me. So shout out to all of you. I love you all. Love you all. Yeah.
Thank you. And your social media handles?
Follow me on IG. The name is James Rhymes, okay, and Twitter as well. So that's the same name.
James
Rhymes.
Okay,
Rhymes.
thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Shout outs.
Okay, so since my brother greeted us in the house, okay, so let me say shout out to my mom. I won't be a jampoma. I miss you so much. And my brother Fab. Shout out to all the families. And then back to campus is my colleague executives, His Excellency Felix Donko and other executives. Shout out to all of them. And then my campaign manager, Kwame Slim. Boss, I love you so much. And then to my best roomie, the best mommy that I got on campus, Hajiara Shenton. Shout out to her too, and then all my hostel mates.
So can you also get to know your social media handles?
Yes, the name is Sandra on Facebook, IG, and Twitter.
Okay, thank you for having me on the show. And a special thanks goes to the production team, my cameraman, manager. I can also have my producer Slim and also Festus as the director. So thank you. Special thanks goes to the production team. And don't forget, this is Campus Blist on SAC TV. I am Maxwell Pokodapa. See you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.